Hey everybody, welcome to Movies in the Mancave Marvel-athon. We continue this week with The Incredible Hulk. This is The Incredible Hulk. In case you chroma keyed out there, I'm not sure. Hopefully you can still see him.
Or it's Red Hulk. You know, 'cause it'd be...
Oh, yeah, well, look, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We did our Marvel-athon this weekend, 5 movies right in a row. It was awesome.
12 hours of greatness.
Yep, lots of food, lots of movies, lots of good stuff. So, we just watched this one a couple days ago. I'm going to let Jared go ahead and start talking about what he thought of The Incredible Hulk.
I love this movie. I can't even, like, pussyfoot around it. I love The Incredible Hulk. Edward Norton is amazing in this movie. Like, I guess that's the only way I can put it.
In most movies.
Yeah. I think what I like most about this movie, above all else except Iron Man, like, this one is my solid number 2, I would have to say. But what I like the most about it is it seems the most realistic in terms of, like, the character with Bruce Banner. Like, the way they show him learning, like, different breathing techniques, and he's got the heart rate monitor and all that stuff. Like, they kind of go in depth with the character on that, and it's like, yeah, I guess that's what I would be doing if I knew, you know, if I got upset, I turned into a big green monster, you know. So that I really liked. They could do a better job telling the story, like the origins, you know.
I think you're kind of supposed to know that. I don't think they wanted to officially reboot from the 2003 or whatever movie.
So the opening credits, they have
just a little
flashback montage. Him hulking out the first time and whatnot. I guess that would be my only negative. I just love everything about it, I guess. I don't know. What did you think?
Just quick and to the point, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything really bad to say about it. So
I like this movie. I don't love it nearly as much as you do. There are some good things. Like you said, Edward Norton, amazing. The CG is really good. I mean,
really good.
They show the close-ups of the Hulk, like his chest and stuff, and it's like, you know, you could poke him and, you know...
And he'd probably...
You know, yeah, exactly. It just seems so real, which is amazing. I do not like Liv Tyler. I don't like her. I much prefer Jennifer Connelly in the old one.
I was just going to say the opposite.
I know you're a Liv Tyler fan. I'm not a Liv Tyler fan. She annoys me. So I did not care for her. The Abomination is a very cool character, I think.
Yeah, he's...
And Tim Roth's character in general leading up to it, this Blansky guy.
Yep. I like his character more than I like Abomination. But, I mean, obviously they're two separate things, but you know what I'm saying. He's just a, you know, old guy, but he's wanting to be young again and just, I mean, top of his game kind of thing. I like him.
You pointed out after the movie there's tie-ins to Captain America with the Super Soldier program in this, which is really cool. I really love how Marvel has tied these all together even before the Avengers came out. So it's fun, just all those little baby things that, you know, you can kind of see here or there that tie everything together is really neat.
I think they even mention Howard Stark in this one.
Yeah.
I think they briefly say Howard Stark in the Super Soldier program in World War II and blah, blah, blah.
And that little bonus clip was Tony Stark comes in and talks.
Yep.
One problem I have with the plot, I can't understand why General Ross, played by William Hurt, right? Why they're so insistent upon chasing the Hulk. Like, he, you know, it said days without incident, he was like 6 months since he turned into the Hulk. You know, so he's kind of off doing his own thing and trying to control it. Why would you send the army after him so religiously when you know exactly what's going to happen, that he's going to turn into the Hulk and tear everything apart? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why don't you just let him go on his own?
But at the beginning, they went after him when they had the tranks. And so, like, had they broken in there and tranked him in his bed, they would have had him, you know.
But like, the risk doesn't seem worth the reward to me.
But what the whole point is that he's technically, you know, government property now. Or, like, what he has is government property, so that's why they're trying to get after him.
It doesn't make any sense, especially since they had the little vial of super serum that they used to make Abomination. Or, you know, not to make Abomination, but to make Blansky better, which is what they were hoping for. He was faster, stronger, and everything without the hulking. Like, that's what they were looking for, and it worked. I don't understand why they were going after the Hulk to try to capture that again when they had something that...
I don't know.
So that plot point really sticks, a little bit to me. The thing about this movie, it's more of a, like, Iron Man's like pump up. He's like, yeah, this guy's awesome. This one's really more like of a tragic story.
Yeah, you feel bad for him because
it's a guy who doesn't want this power.
Yep.
It's not a superhero. He can't really control it. It just gets super strong and goes rampaging.
Yeah. The thing I think with the end, like you were saying, it has the days without incident, and like the end, he's in his cabin in British Columbia or whatever, and his heart rate speeds up, and he looks at the camera and smirks, and like to me, that's saying that he can control it, like,
I think maybe towards the end he kind of was learning to with the help of his girlfriend.
Yeah, and his heart rate monitor.
Yeah,
but the thing that you pointed out afterwards is just how sweet. Like, it might seem corny or whatever, but how sweet the Hulk smash scene actually is.
Yeah.
Like, you might think it's corny that he says Hulk smash or whatever, but it's just like, it comes at like the perfect time.
It does. It really does.
The thing that was corny to me was the way that they come up with the names. So like they have the news report of Hulk on campus, and there's like, he looked like a big green Hulk. It's like, what do you? Okay. And then Mr. Blue, he's talking to Tim Roth's character, and he's like, if you mix that with that would be an abomination.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, quit it.
But I mean, it's the same thing. Like in Iron Man, we saw that with War Machine.
Yeah,
and that's Ironmonger. Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Those are just little things that I think I'm fine with it. I don't really have a problem with that, I guess.
Those are just the little things. Like I said, I love this movie, so it hurts to even say negative things about it.
Yeah. I think it's too bad they didn't get Norton back for Avengers.
Yeah, it'll be unfortunate to have 3 Hulks in 10 years.
I liked him a lot better than Eric Bana.
Yeah.
And we'll see how Mark Ruffalo does, but Edward Norton I thought was a good choice. So it's too bad that he couldn't work out his differences.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. That's the Incredible Hulk. He likes it a lot.
A lot.
I like it pretty good. Pretty good. Let's move on to Super Scramble.
Super Scramble.
I believe Jake's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's all over it, man.
2 for 2 so far. The guy knows his comics.
Nerd.
Last week's, I can't see it. It's all blurry. Do your magic wipe thing again. That worked out well.
Beep, beep, beep. Mandarin.
Yeah.
Mandarin. That's Iron Man's nemesis. Rumored to be in Iron Man 3.
Possible.
So
Possible.
I'd be all for it.
Is Mandarin, shouldn't he be wearing orange instead of green, though?
Oh.
That would just make more sense to me.
Maybe he's trying to make a new trend. I don't know.
So, new pick. Yeah. Jared has taken his Photoshop skills and scrambled a superhero from the Marvel Universe. So, try to identify that best you can and put it in the comments, and you get to name on the show just like Jake. Or maybe it'll be Jake again.
It probably will be.
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some movies coming out this week.
Lay 'em on me.
The 5-Year Engagement, starring Jason Segel and I believe Emily Blunt, but I don't want to say that for sure. But I think so.
Yeah, I can't think of her name. But I think it looks all right. I think it looks pretty funny. I like Jason Segel.
Yeah, I'm getting a little Segeled out. Like, he's been in a lot recently.
He has been in a lot.
But he's a very funny guy. So, like, if there's a guy I was going to see a lot of, I guess I prefer it be him.
For me, he's kind of taken the Jack Black spot.
Really?
Just because he's not a sexy guy. He's no Brad Pitt or anything. And he's very, humorous guy. But, like, I'd say ladies probably think Jason Segel's got the sexy thing going on.
It's an adorable thing going on.
Yeah, so I think he's kind of slid into that role.
Anyway, it's about people who are engaged for 5 years.
Yep. And they
Plot
take
done.
forever. God.
Plot done. We got The Raven, starring John Cusack as Edgar Allan Poe.
Ah.
Looks interesting. Some murderer is taking Edgar Allan Poe's stories and making them real. Mm-hmm. And the police bring Poe in to try to help prevent further murders from his stories. So, looks interesting. It's one of those, period pieces back in the day. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of a Jack the Ripper story. It kind of feels like a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like the From Hell.
Yeah, very much like From Hell. Yeah. The Pirates, Band of Misfits.
Pretty excited about that.
It looks good.
I like the claymation movies.
Yeah, it's along the lines of Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run.
Yep.
Chicken Run, I love Chicken Run.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
God, it's like an all-star cast on voices for that movie. I can't think of a single
Grant,
one of them.
Maybe? I think Hugh Grant was involved. That's the only one I can remember.
Selma Hayek, I think, is in it.
I don't know.
But
it looks like a bunch of bumbling idiot pirates.
Yep.
Looks kind of funny.
Yep.
I would recommend it.
Plus, they have a mock trailer out there for it. It like mocks Titanic. It's like all the Titanic audio set to the pirates.
I'll have to watch that.
It's funny.
I'll have to watch
Well
that.
done.
And finally, we have Safe, which is Jason Statham protecting some little girl. That's about as thick as Jason Statham plots usually get.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lately, he hasn't been putting out the quality stuff that he used to, I feel like. I just watched The Mechanic, and it was very bland.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It was kind of dull. Which sucks, because it had Ben Foster in it, too. And those are two actors that I really, really like.
So it should have been awesome.
It should have been, and it was just kind of...
meh.
So, I'm hoping he gets back on that butt-kicking track.
Yeah. Maybe he should do like In the Name of the King.
No, he's done with that. No more of that. He's got to stop making the transporters because those have gone downhill. Crank was still funny in Crank 2, so maybe he can. Alright, but that's this week's episode of Marvel-athon. See you next week with our review of Captain America.
Don't make me hungry.